Hey yo, what's up everybody? I hope you're all out there having an absolutely marvelous day. Welcome into the channel or welcome back to the channel. My name is Michael and I'm here just doing Michael things. And as you can see, before us we have a decent sized stack of top loaded cards, which means in this video it will be a continuation of going through my PC of Marvel trading cards. But before we dive into this video, I just want to take a moment to thank y'all for taking time out of your day and tuning into the channel. If you enjoy what y'all see, and I really hope that you do, please consider smashing that like button, leaving a comment, subscribing, and sharing the content and channel. Also, make sure to hit that notification bell so you all won't miss out on new uploaded content. Only takes you a second to do, but it means absolutely everything to me. Now, without further ado, let's get after it. Alright, like I already stated, that this will be a continuation of going through my PC of Marvel trading cards. In the last video, we were on the letter R, and in this video, it will be a continuation of the letter R. This time, this character is Rogue. I know that she is a fan favorite for a lot of people. She's a favorite of mine. She's on the list of favorites. I mean, she's not my number one. My number one is Psylocke, as it goes for female characters. But anyway, let's get right into it. All right, this first card is the 1990 Marvel Universe. These ones are the Impel, the very first Impel set of trading cards that they have done. And as you can see right here, we got absolutely phenomenal artwork and imagery. A little bit of that old school feel for Rogue before she was a full member of the X-Men, where she still sported the green and black outfit before she switched up and got the green and yellow. But again, as I stated, card condition is absolutely immaculate. Corners, edges, surfaces looks absolutely phenomenal. Centering's off. It's a little heavy on the right hand side, but still nonetheless great looking card in great condition. And there's your information there on the back. Alright, let's move on to the next card. This one is from the 1991 Marvel Universe, also done by Impel. This is, again, when she's still sporting the black and green outfit, just a little bit different than what it was in the 1990 set or comic books. But as you can see there, great artwork, great imagery, of course. Card condition is absolutely amazing. Corners, edges, surfaces on the front and back in a pristine condition. And there you go, there's information there on the back. Alright, let's move on to the next card. This one is the 1992 Impel set. This one is when she starts rocking the green and yellow with the brown half jacket, I guess. Still a badass woman. Great artwork. Absolutely amazing imagery. And then that is that stereotypical. All right, let me back up just a little bit. Okay, if you saw in the video that I had mentioned earlier about my favorite character, Psylocke, she has a distinct and signature style of how she stands or poses or the way that she's drawn. This here is the signature or stereotypical pose that you'll see Rogue in almost in every almost in every image that there is, whether it be in the comic books, posters, t-shirts, trading cards. You'll see her in a similar pose just like this in almost every image, and you'll see it as I continue on. I mean, I can tell you right now, these next 3-4 cards are going to be exactly the same. They're not the same cards. They're not the same from the same sets, but they are the similar style of the way that she is posed. But yet again, great artwork, great imagery. Condition of the card is in really, really good shape. I did notice that there is a little bit of a turned corner down here. Not really a turned corner, it looks like a dinged corner, but still, nonetheless, All right, there's your information there on the back. All right, let's continue on. Just keep an eye out. All right, if I don't state it, just keep an eye out on how these next, well, in this whole stack of cards, how she is posed. All right, this is my favorite set. This is the 1992 Impel set. This is commonly referred to as the Jim Lee set because Jim Lee did all the artwork for this set. I got a little bit of a something there on the inside of the top loader. Anyway, we'll do it this way. All right, there we go. Had a little bit of fuzzies there on the inside, but there it is. Great artwork, great imagery. Rocking that early 90s new X-Men uniform. And again, the pose. All right, there's information there on the back. Like how they have here with her real name. It says unrevealed, and then on the first card it was unknown. It's known. I believe her real name is Anna Marie. See if I can find one of these cards here. It actually says it. Boom ba doom ba doom ba doom. Holy crap. I am looking through all of these cards and not one of them has anything to do with her name. Oh my goodness. Ah, shit. I just dropped one. Damn it. Yeah, this is Anna Marie. I'm sorry it took so long to figure it out. I had to go through over half of that stack just to find the card that had her real name on the back of it. Anyway, sorry to keep you just staring at the back of that card. Alright, there we go. Moving on to the next one. I have two of these cards. They're both from the 1993 Skybox set. This is the X-Men Series 2, the X2 set, but it's also the 30-year anniversary. So as you can see, the pose, as I have stated, the pose is almost the same as it is for every image of her. As you can see, there is a bit of difference between these two cards. This one is the base, and this one is the 30-year. This one states down here at the bottom, it says superheroes, and we're at the bottom of this one, it says all-time greats. Same image, same format, it's just those two things are different on the front of the card. And now on the back of the card, everything is exactly the same except this one here. It says the Xavier Files number 27, and then this one is G6. Same information on the back, except that one spot. So there it is. Let's continue on to the next card. This one is also a 1993 Skybox set. This is one of those 3x3 images. 9 cards that make up one picture. And as you can see here, we got the thin line top on the right and on the bottom, but a thicker border line on the left-hand side, which indicates that this is card number 4. If you were to count them, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, in a binder page. That's how it would be, those 9 pockets per page. All 9 of those pockets would have a card, and all 9 of those cards would make up one image. And since this thick-ass border here on the right, is on the left, that indicates that this is card number 4. But anyway, again, look at the pose, just reversed. It's just from a different angle, different, it's pretty much the same pose. Like I said, it's just from a different angle of her. So there you go. Great artwork. Great imagery. Even on the back, it's got phenomenal artwork. A little bit of information there. Not much. All right, let's continue on to the next card. This one is from the 1993 Marvel Masterpieces. This one has the basic somewhat same pose. The only difference in with this image than the other images is with her hair. It looks all slicked back like the wind's blowing it back. Where in the other images, it's poofed up. I guess this one, I guess the artist on this one wanted to make it a little bit more realistic. But anyway, 93 Marvel Masterpiece there in that blue-gray foil. And then her name in green foil there on the bottom. Absolutely amazing artwork and imagery. And again, there's some of that old school original comic book art back when she was still a villain, where she wore all green and a little bit of black. There you go. There's your information there on the back. All right, moving on to the next card. This one is from the 1994 Marvel Masterpieces. This is the one that was done by Tim and Greg Hildebrandt. Absolutely phenomenal artwork. I love the fact that they have the space shuttle there in the background, which I thought was pretty sweet in the image. But yet again, same pose, same similar pose, and then you know, like the standard rogue pose while she's flying. Again, great artwork, great imagery, absolutely phenomenal. The realism is amazing. Love this. Love their style. Love their work. There's information there on the back, and a little snippet there that the Greg and or Tim Hildebrandt discloses about, you know, each character. They have this on every card that they did for the 93 Marvel Masterpieces. All right, let's continue on to the next card. This one is also from the 1994 Masterpiece. This one is the insert subset of the Power Blast cards. This is card number 7 of 9. And then there's your textured foiling there in the background. Absolutely phenomenal looking card. So realistic in the artwork. Tim and Greg Hildebrandt do an amazing job. Absolutely love their work. All right, there's the full image that they did. And again, great artwork, great imagery. Amazing work. Love this insert set. All right, that one will go right there. Let's move on to the next. This one is from the 1994 Marvel Universe. This is one of those street frame images, to where if you had not seen any of my other videos that I had featured characters that had the street frame insert subset, it is a live action, real life photo in the background, and then they put the character over top of it. So as you can see, this background is real. It is a real photo of a real location, and then they put the artwork of Rogue over top of it. Obviously, her flying through the sky, and somewhat of her standardized rogue pose. Again, great artwork, great imagery. I love these cards. I love how they mix the real in with the comic book image. And then there you go. There's your information there on the back. All right, move on to the next card. This one is from the 1994 Marvel Universe. Okay, this one should have went... Ow. This one should have went in front of this one, because this is the insert subset, so that one will go there. So this one is the base card from that set. That would be the, like I said, the 1994 Marvel Universe. This is her just sitting on a stump, lifting up a car with her, you know, her index finger, like it ain't nothing. Because, you know, she's that super strong. But great artwork, great imagery. So ladylike, sitting there on the tree stump with her legs crossed, just lifting up that vehicle like it was nothing. Great looking card. Condition, corners, edges, surfaces on the front and back are in absolutely marvelous shape. And no pun intended, marvelous, or Marvel. here's your little snippet there about how Rogue got her powers, and that they permanently stuck because of how long she had her hands on Ms. Marvel. She absorbed all of her powers and all of her memories, and that's how Rogue is able to have the powers that she has. The ability to fight with the super strength. There you go. There's your information there on the back. This one should go. Oh, damn, right there. All right, let's continue on to the next. This is the 1994 Fleer Ultra X-Men. This is the individual card, or the character card. Again, great artwork. Phillips does a fantastic job on this, making it look so realistic. And again, as you can see, the standard Rogue pose, just from a different angle. And again, great artwork, great imagery. Condition of the card is in absolutely amazing shape. Got a little bit of a turned corner down here. Or is that just in the... I think that's just on the inside of the... because it doesn't look like it's actually the card. But anyway, see, like that there. So there's your information there on the back about Anna and Joe Phillips right there, painted by Joe Phillips. All right, moving on to the next card. This is one of the better early mid 90s CG art. This one is from the 94 Fleer. 94 Flare. This one is the Mutant Genesis X-Men Blue Team card. All done in CG. Again, you know, if you had seen any of my earlier or other videos, that the CG artwork is not the greatest in some of them, where they are much better than others. And then there's some of them actually out there, they're like, what the hell? But this is one of those better images where you see it's not as muddy. There's a little bit more detail. It does get muddy in her hair and in the center of her face, but I don't know how much of a struggle it was to do shading with CGI back then. There's your information there on the back. There you go. Let's move on to the next card. I got two of these. These are from the 95 Fleer Ultra. This is artwork done by one of my favorite artists. Her name is Julie Bell. This is, again, another one of those stereotypical Rogue poses, just from a different angle. As you can see there, she's took off her jacket and just wants to fly free, I guess. I don't know. But there's your artist name, Julie Bell. A little bit of information there on the back. Great artwork, great imagery. Condition of the card. Both of these cards are in really, really good shape. Corners, edges, surfaces on the front and back are in really, really good shape. There you go. There's those two. All right, let's move on to the next. This one is also from the 1995 Fleer Ultra, but this one is from the X-Men Blue Team. Again, great artwork, great imagery. Love that foiling there on the logo, the name, team, or the information of the card itself. Great looking card. Conditions in really, really, really good shape as well. Ray Lago, right there, artist on this card. Information there. A little bit from Cyclops. Alright, let's move on to the next card. This next card is from the 95 Flair Marvel Annual. This is one of the Power Blast. This is card number 4 of 24. This one is also one of those, nope, let me stop right there. This is not, this is regular artwork. This is not the CG ones. But anyway, there you go. is that Power Blast. There's that absolutely amazing textured foil there in the background. Amazing card, amazing artwork. Rogue flying through the air looking a little pissed. And there's your full image. Good looking card. Good looking card. Alright, let's move on to the next. This one is from the 1995 Marvel Metal. This is the alternate M series. So the appearance of Rogue is just a little bit different. But then look at that textured foil though. Absolutely amazing card. Love the artistry, love the image, like how that foil makes her eyes glow when it hits the light just right. Great looking card. Condition's in really, really good shape. Amazing artwork. Alright, and there's your very little information there. Let's move on to the next. This one I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. All of the same image. 2 different sets. 2 different styles. So we'll start off first with the 1996 Fleer X-Men. This one is your flat 2D, no gloss, no foil, no embossing, CGI. I think it's all right. It's not the worst, but it's also definitely not the best that I have seen artwork for her. Just the angle's really weird, and why they got the fist blurry, I don't know. But there you go. There's your information there on the back. And like I said, it's not the worst CGI that I've seen, but I've definitely seen better. Alright, we'll set that one there. These next 3 cards are from the Fleer Ultra X-Men from 1996, which this card here was earlier in the year, where these ones, this set was later in the year. There you go. There's 3 of those. Let's set that one there. As you can see, it's got that high gloss foil, the embossing in the image. Information on the back is exactly the same as it was on the just a regular Fleer X-Men. And again, there you go. There's the 3 foiled, high gloss, embossed images from that set. And then this last one is also the same art. This one has the gold embossed signatures, gold signature of Andy Kubert, who did all the penciling, the artwork for the pretty much the whole set. I do believe he did the whole set of the Fleer Ultra. And then Young did CGI on a bunch of them. But you already know how I feel about the CGI artwork on the cards. So there you go. There's those ones. 5 different cards, all the same image, just different presentation. Alright, let's move on to the next. I have 1, 2 cards. Insert subsets from that last 2 sets. This one, first card is the 1996 Fleer Ultra, the Haunted Mansion. This one is her as Rogue as the Vampiress. And as you can see there, it's got great artwork, great imagery. A little bit better on the CG, except in the face there. You know, everything else looks good. But this is the flat 2D, no embossing, no gloss, no foiling. Where this one has the foil, has the embossing, and has the high gloss. And as you can see, the image is exactly the same. It's just presented in a different format. This is the 96 Fleer. This is the 96 Fleer Ultra. And then there's your information there on the back. Rogue as the Vampiress. So there you go. There's those ones there. let's continue on to the next card. This one is from the 1996 Marvel Ultra Onslaught. And again, different angle, but it's the stereotypical rogue pose. But great artwork, great imagery. She's an amazing character. Corners, edges, surfaces on the front and back are in really, really good shape as well. It's another one of those CGI cards. There's your information there about the lovely Anna Marie. Alright, let's move on to the next card. The next card, I do believe that this is the 2012 Rittenhouse. Back for a brief period where she reverted back and started wearing her solid green outfit again, but this time highlighted in the white instead of the black like her original outfit was. But there you go. I love that red foiling there on the logo and on her name. The 2012 Rittenhouse. Corners, edges, surfaces on front and back are in absolutely amazing condition. There you go. Very, very little information there on the back. But let's continue on to the next card. I do not have her base of this card just yet. I am on the hunt for it. I'm still looking for, of course. This one is from the 2020-2021 Marvel Annual. This is one of those parallels. I almost said insert subset, but it's not. This is a parallel image because the same image of her is on all the other cards. It's just the background that's different. As you can see, it's got that like pinwheel, kaleidoscope kind of look to it there in the background. But again, great artwork, great imagery. Absolutely amazing character. One of my favorites. And there you go. There's your information there on the back. Alright, let's continue on to the next card. This next one is from the 2021-2022 Marvel Annual. And yes, I do not have the base card for this or the blue base parallel, but this one I do have is the Silver Sparkle. And again, she looks pissed. She about ready to mess somebody up. She's got that left hand balled up. Well, actually got both of her fists balled up, ready to punch somebody in their face. Gonna blast them into the moon. I mean, shit, she's powerful enough to do it, I'm sure. I'm sure just from the initial impact alone of her hitting somebody like that would probably kill them, but you know. Great artwork, great imagery. Condition of the card is in absolutely amazing shape. And there's your image there on the back, the cover, comic book cover art, and all your information there. Alright, let's continue on. This next card, this one is from the 22 Fleer Ultra Avengers. This is one of those thicker, as you can see, it's one of those thick cards. I do believe this one is the 100 point. This one is where she looks like she's ripping out the optic sensor from a Sentinel, whooping their ass. And again, good artwork. Looks a little muddy in the face, but all around, great artwork, great imagery. Great looking card. Condition of the card's in absolutely great shape as well. But there's your information there. A little bit more information there about Anna Marie. Alright, let's continue on. This next card, it is from the 2022 Marvel Beginnings Volume 2 Series 1. There she is, showing up with some donuts. Man, it'd be nice. Man, that actually sounds good right now. A donut would be really good right about now. Thank you, Rogue, for making me want to crave or have a craving for a donut. Thanks, Anna. I love it. Appreciate it. Anyway, great artwork, great imagery. Look at that smile on her face in both the old school image and the new school image for this year, anyway. The new school for that year. This is one of those original comic book thumbnail images. And there's information there on the back, her timeline. All right, moving on to the next card. I got 1, 2 of the base sets from the 2022 Allegiance Avengers vs. X-Men. I have 2 of these cards. So we'll look at the front and the back simultaneously. Great artwork, again, with the old school green outfit, the darker green outfit with the white highlights. Absolutely amazing character. I love Rogue. She's awesome. And again, great artwork, great imagery. You get the whole kit and caboodle there at the image. It looks like you got Colossus, Gambit, Cyclops, Wolverine. What is that? Dupe, Angel. Who's that? Pixie, Phoenix, or Rachel Summers. Nightcrawler. Looks like we got, who's that? Namor right there. A lot of different characters, a lot of busyness going on this card, but still absolutely phenomenal artwork straight out the comic book. Great looking piece. Great selection there. Moving on to the next card. This is one of my more favorite cards of recent for this character. This is the 2022-2023 Marvel Annual. This is the only one that I have for her from the Marvel Annual for this year. And it is the suspended animation card 65 out of 399. And as you can see there, it's got that prismatic rainbow foil, rainbow refractor, whatever you want to call it. And it is card 65 out of 399. Absolutely love the artwork, love the imagery, the realism in it, her face. I mean, I actually see all the detail, the cheekbones, the curves in the corner of her mouth when she smiles. I mean, you even see the folds of the outfit on her hips. Absolutely phenomenal artwork, great looking card, and immaculate shape, front and back, side to side, corner, top and bottom. Very, very minimal information there on the back. This is card number 3 of 15 of the suspended animation insert subset. Absolutely amazing. Love this card. Was so stoked when I pulled that out of the box. All right, let's continue on to the next. This one is the 2023 Allegiance. This is the Infinity Trilogy. This is, again, some more of that original comic book artwork taken straight out of the Infinity Trilogy comic book series. See, we got, who's that? Human Torch, Rogue, Wonder Man, Hulk, all in the image there. It's got that silver foiling on the name. Great looking card, great artwork, great imagery. And there's a little bit of information of what was going on at the time. All right, let's move on to the next card. I got 2 of these cards from the 2023 2023 Fleer Ultra Wolverine. Again, these are one of those thick cards, 100-point cards. This is your base image. And again, great artwork, great imagery. It's got the Wolverine slash 3 claw marks there across the back. Love the highlights, the lowlights. Makes this image look so realistic. As you can see, she's taking off her gloves. She's about ready to touch somebody. Make them lose all their powers. But there's information there on the back. Alright, let's move. I'll set that one there. This next card is the exact same image, except this one is a numbered card. This is number 47 out of 90. And for this set, the 90s is gold. So it's the same image, except where the silver foiling was on the base card, I have the gold foiling on this numbered card. And like I said, same image. God dang it. I hope that better be on the sleeve. Yep, it was. That little fuzziness was on the sleeve. Anyway. Alright, there you go. There's another good look at the image. Turn it over here and I'll show you the number. And again, all the information is exactly the same as it was on the base card, but there it is. Number 47 of 90. Absolutely amazing. Alright, let's move on to the next. This one is from the 2023 Marvel Anime Volume 2. This is her sporting her multi-green and white. I mean, that is a little bit of yellowish, but I would say that's more green than yellow. But I love the anime style on this. It's got the silver foiling there on her name and also on the anime and number 2 logo. I love that anime style. I love that pixelation. The highlights, as you can see, shoulders, breast, across the belt there, that green color in the background, that pixelated, comes from the highlight of the colors on the character. And it's like that throughout the whole entire set for every character. But there's your information there on the back. Anna Marie Lebeau. This was after her and Gambit got married, of course. Artwork done by In-hyuk Lee. Great artist. I love his work. I mean, you can see there the reflection on her sunglasses. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. I like this. I like that style. I like that card. Alright, moving on to the next card. This card is from the 1994 Matriarchs of Marvel. It's where she's still sporting her green and white outfit. I believe that is her new look now. Was the green and white in the newer comic books. Not 100% because I haven't got that far just yet. I'm still working on it. But again, great artwork, great imagery. I love this Matriarch set. If you don't know anything about the Matriarch is all about the females. And not only is it all about the female artists or the female characters in the Marvel Universe, but it is also done all by female artists. This one was done by Ali Presswick. There's information there on the back. That silver classic up there indicates that this is the base card. If it was anything different, it would state, instead of it being classic, it would be something else. I can't remember right off the top of my head at this point. But again, great artwork, great imagery. Love the style. Great looking card all the way around. All right, moving on to the next. We're down to my final 5 cards for Rogue. Alright, this next card, she's still sporting the green and white outfit. This one is from the 2024 2024 Women of Marvel. You got your great artwork, great imagery. I love that textured foiling of the comic book panel there in the background. And again, great artwork. Condition of the card is in absolutely great shape as well. Corners, edges, surfaces on front and back are in phenomenal shape. And there you go. There's a little bit more information there about Rogue. Alright, moving on to the next card. Actually, next cards. Because this next two go to the same set, and then the last two go to the same set. Okay, so this next one, this one is the 2024 Marvel Masterpieces 1992 Platinum. This is the 92 set that was done by Joe Jusko. All they did was platinumized it, gave it a little bit more high gloss because of the platinum, and they did the embossing around the outside border of the color before you see the platinum, and then also the outline of the character. And there she is in her signature rogue flying pose. Again, great artwork. I love Joe Jusko's work. He's a phenomenal artist. There you go. There's your information there on the back. And yes, as you can see, I did not have the 92, which I have stated before in previous videos. I am missing a lot of cards. I don't know if I had just misplaced them, but it seems that I am missing quite a bit of not just rogue cards, but of also my other PC characters that I have seemed to, when I'm going through, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that card, but then it's not in my set, like this 92 image of Rogue, the original 1992 card. I know I have it. I didn't see it in here. I didn't show it to you guys, or unless I completely went by it, but I don't think I got it. But anyway, there's that one. And then on this next one, this is one of those inserts. This is the first cover appearance lenticular. This is that, obviously, lenticular 3-dimensional image. It's kind of hard to see in the light there. It's a little bit better there. There you go. There's that lenticular shift. 3-dimensional shift, however you want to say it. And again, in the traditional rogue pose. But information there on the back is exactly the same as it was on the 92 and on the base for this set, except this one says lenticular and first cover appearance right there in the left corner. So there's those two. Moving on to the last two cards for Rogue, which means it'll be the last two for this video. Alright, these are from the Marvel 2025 Topps Chrome. Both the same image, so I'm just going to show them both at the same time. Great artwork, great imagery. As you can see, she's flying. She's got her hair whipping in the wind. Somewhat of the traditional, stereotypical Rogue pose, just in a different angle. And so yeah, these are the Chrome, as you can see, and they're pretty stout cards. They're pretty hefty. But there's your information there on the back. I really like these cards. I like how they set, except for the fact that they're not just this set, but as of late, way too expensive, extremely overpriced. But nonetheless, great looking card, great artwork, great imagery. Well, that's it, everybody. That concludes this video. So as I wrap up another one, I just want to say thanks again for joining me today. I hope you all enjoyed this showcase as much as I enjoyed presenting it to you. Y'all's support means absolutely everything to me, and it makes a world of difference, not only to me, but to this channel. I greatly appreciate it and each and every one of y'all for doing so. And before y'all go, please take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, and be kind to everyone, everywhere you go, because what you put out returns to you 1,000-fold. So with that being said, I hope the rest of your day continues to be absolutely marvelous, and I'll see you in the next video. Later, y'all. Peace.